Oh, God. Oh, what is that? That's like a piece of a body that came out of your mouth just now. Alright, so we're checking out 1145, A Vivid Life here today, which is a free-to-download game. I'll have the information down below. I'm pretty sure all of you guys have ever wondered someday in your life, what if my skeleton was not really my own? And that's the predicament that we have here with our character, Lainey. One day she awakens, figures out that her skeleton is not really her own. She steals an X-ray machine, drives off into the wilderness somewhere, and investigates the skeleton within her body. Sounds really weird? Oh, it's supposed to be.
Trigger warning, this game contains depictions of self-mutilation, some conversations allude to abuse and PTSD, and nudity.
I can't go back to live a normal life until I go through this. Please, come home. Did you start the tape recorder? This is gonna get weird. You're telling me. No matter what you hear, please, stay put. If anything were to happen to me, this transmission will serve as a testimony. The skeleton inside of me isn't mine. I haven't played this just yet, but I just read the description on itch.io and I was like, this seems fairly intriguing. I guess we'll give it a little look-see here. But there are multiple endings, so... Alright, I set it up camp. I'll keep you posted of my advances through the radio. I brought a medkit in case the x-ray shows some strange body under my skin. And don't worry, I know my ways around a scalpel. What's good that you do, because I certainly don't. Okay, so here is our broadcast machine. Here's our x-ray machine, and here is apparently... Ugh. I think this is meant to be like, oh, weird like this. Let's go on down below, and here we have feet and ankles. Let's do a quick little scan here. Oh, we gotta go through this, alright. Ugh, my feet are sized very differently. Oh, one foot is bigger than the other one. Oh, never heard of that before. They're like two shoe sizes apart. They're so different, these bones may come from different humans. Whoever put the skeleton inside me isn't familiar with the human body. Learned in class, we humans aren't asymmetrical. This is not conclusive. Well, I'm sure a lot of people would be logically say that's the case because that's really actually the case, but that wouldn't be so fun, now would it? So I'm gonna go with the idea that they're so different, these bones may come from different humans. Now, I encourage you to test out different options in case you decide to check the game out for yourself. I guess that if you were to create a skeleton, the most basic ingredients would be human bones. After examining my feet through x-rays, I feel like my body could be some sort of collage. That realization makes me feel even more detached from my insides. My skeleton isn't just not mine. Now it's no one's. You would guess it doesn't make a difference, but it does. Stirs my craving for identity. Please, come home. I'm just some human scrapbook. Now, if we move a little bit further up, noticing a big gash right there along the inner thigh. Oh, okay. And with good reason. Some small round object. What is it doing inside of me? I better extract it and get a closer look. Alright, well, I guess we could do that now. Sure. Just come on over here. Okay, deep breaths. Extract the bullet inside of my thigh. I mean, I'm not even sure how a bullet winds up inside of your thigh without you knowing, but... I've never cut so deep into my thigh. Here goes nothing. I've never cut into anything in my body so deep. Not just my thigh. But hey, that's just me. Ugh, it's a bullet. I had a bullet inside my thigh. Now we have a couple more options. Now I remember Joan's games with his gun. This is a special caliber used by Russian agents, or the wound is so old, was I shot as a kid. I'm gonna go with, it's a special caliber used by Russian agents. How she knows that? Well, let's just, leave it up to the narrative to figure it out. Why the hell do I know that exactly? But there's no mistake. Something's tickling my brain with the fact. It doesn't fit in any of my memories as a schoolgirl to end up with a bullet of Russian origin inside my thigh. I don't even know how I can tell this bullet apart from any other. Yet the knowledge is burnt into the back of my head as clear as I know my name. Could the skeleton be haunting my mind? Or is it me, the one who is possessing this body? Please, come home. I'm sure the answer is beneath my flesh. Okay, On the other hand, though, we have a weird... I don't even know what that is. Looks like an electronic device. I don't like the idea of keeping that inside of me. Well, I mean, anything that's foreign to your body would be kind of weird, especially the skeleton that apparently doesn't belong to you. Okay, deep breaths. Extract the microchip under my skin. Let's remove this baby. I mean, the way she just calmly tears into her body is just very... heebie-jeebies, man. This is the citizenship chip we all have installed at birth. This doesn't look like human technology. It's a tracking device. Someone's watching my movements. I like this last one, though. It would kind of go in tow with the Russian bullet, wouldn't it? This is a high military tech. Somehow I can tell. Why would any intelligence agency want to keep track of me? Okay, we may be in some serious trouble. I found a tracker device under my skin. It is blinking and looks military. Should I destroy it? What is this doing inside of me? Is my skeleton property of some government secret agency? That would explain a lot. Please, come home. This is getting me paranoid. Or more paranoid, I guess. Okay, apparently around the stomach area, there is something we just stumbled upon to right now. There's a weird substance in my stomach. It reacts to x-rays. What could it be? I can try to make myself throw up. Oh, it's literally with... Oh. Well, that's one way to go about it if it's inside your stomach. Okay, how would you go about this? I guess you'd stick the fingers down the throat? Okay, I guess that works up. Throws up, really. I hope it doesn't smell much. Ugh. Oh, God. Oh, what is that? That's like a piece of a body that came out of your mouth just now. Ugh, the taste is awful. What was this thing doing inside my stomach? I don't know what you're eating, man. You should look into your diet. Looks like coagulated blood and pus. The smell is terrible. I recognize this. It's plastic explosive. I can notice stuff moving inside this mass. Feels otherworldly. Let's go with the plastic explosive, apparently. It's getting harder now that it's inside. Now that it's outside my stomach. How did this end up inside of me? I found some sort of plastic explosive attached to the walls of my stomach. It wouldn't come out with regular vomiting. When I made myself throw up, it's like my body was trained to contract in a certain way to push it out. How long has it been there? Now that it's out, I can only think of a specific building whose location I can't recall. Was I supposed to use the explosive to blow some hit up? Just, who am I? Do you know who I am? Tell me. Please come home. Okay, so up along the clavicle area, neck spine area, we have apparently another weird, obtrusive item here. Some of the skeleton's cervical disc have been replaced. Takes me back to the day Joan pushed me out of the window. Whoever built the skeleton did an imperfect job. This brings vague memories of being buried. Excuse me? We gotta go with that one. The dust, the rubble pressing against my back. Was I ever trapped inside of a collapsed building? I got these cervical disc replacements only months ago. In fact, that's when I started suspecting the skeleton wasn't mine. While I was on the operation table and the anesthesia kicked in, I started having weird flashbacks about life expectancies that weren't mine, memories registered by these bones, witnesses to many atrocities. The spine was trapped inside of a collapsed building in the middle of some armed conflict. The images vanished after the operation, but the smells remained. The smell of dust, iron, and rubble. Please, come home. But I'm better now. Those paralyzing pains in my back are gone now. Alright, so the other thing we can't notice as well is that her eyes are different colors. Not that there's anything awkward about that. I think it's supposed to be technically like a birth defect, right? Like having two different colored eyes. I mean, not that it's taken as that. Like when you see that, you think, oh, it's actually kind of cool. But I believe it's technically medically speaking, a birth defect if I'm correct, but, oh. Well, that's actually kind of creepy now. And there's apparently something in, your jaw as well. Okay, well. These teeth are artificial. I should take a closer look at them. I brought some pliers with me. Oh no. Don't do that. It's a crystal eye. Oh. Well, see, that's a bit different altogether than just having a naturally colored different eye. I could go gouge it out and examine it closely? Alright, well, I think we found the last two things we gotta dig through here. What are you doing first? You're gonna remove the eye from the cavity or pull the teeth out? Oh god. Oh, both of these sound terrible. Okay, let's pull the teeth out. Oh, this is gonna hurt. You're telling me you're pulling your own teeth out. I should have stolen a bottle of vodka while I was at it. Well, apparently Russians are tracking you, so... Oh, God. It shouldn't be that easy to pull out a teeth yourself. It's... Oh, God. I'm starting to feel that coagulated blood and pus now here. Now my mouth feels so weird. In addition to not being mine, I guess. These teeth almost look and feel like the real thing. I almost died the day Johan beat me with a frying pan. Who the hell is Johan, and why is this Johan name always attached to things that happen, or like, you know, she fell out of the freaking window? You know what it is? That's what it is. She was just a kid with a terrible, terrible friend or relative who abused her. That's what I'm thinking this is. Johan abused the hell out of you. That's what I'm thinking this technically, or at least one of the narratives should probably be that. Reminds me of how they punish child soldiers other side of the border. They're not alike at all. These may come from different people. Well, let's go back to our Russian thing here. If they come back with spare ammo or someone report them for not engaging in combat, they pull a tooth out of their mouths. I learned about punishment to child soldiers in a documentary about the recent civil war beyond the border. They're supposed to live in a democracy now. Let's leave it at that they're still figuring it out. Hopefully they won't end up as our lauded democracy. Not so long as 10 years ago, there was this scandal over a unit composed of children and their surprising efficacy on the battlefield. The child soldier situation lasted for 8 months, then our country deployed an operation to rescue and shelter those kids. Most of them were missing teeth. Their tale about how the militia tore, I guess that should say a tooth off of them for every failure made a lot of fuss over the news. I wonder if the skeleton is from one of them. Please, come home. Were those kids ever returned to their homeland? Well, it's time to remove the freaking eye from the cavity. Okay, eye out. I don't think it works that way. You don't give it a command, it just pops out of its socket. Oh, you pulled it out. Let's take a quick look and put it back. I can feel the cold air inside of my skull. It's really unpleasant. Gotta tell you, this game does a pretty good job of making you feel very uncomfortable. I can feel life pulsating inside of it, inside of the crystal eyeball. There's a code number behind this, and this is the price I paid for my stupidity. Let's go with that one. I somehow recognize this number pattern. Feels military. 00TYR15ACTV26548. Ode to October Owls. Wow, sorry. Reading the code out loud instinctively brought that line to my mouth. What's this supposed to mean? I can't remember buying this crystal eye now that I think of it. Please, come home. Ode to October Owls. That line somehow makes me feel I'm going in the right place. Was the plan for me to be here? I think I solved the mystery. I've dug enough around my body for a life. So far, all of what I've found points towards a clear conclusion. Took me a while, but I've been activated, sir. Hey. Ode to October Owls. Sorry it took me this long. I'm still a bit hazy. I've been successfully activated. but I don't recognize my surroundings. I believe something went amiss. Are you my handler? Do you copy? Crap, I wasn't supposed to activate myself yet, right? Someone probably saw through my cover and planted the idea of a foreign skeleton in my mind to take me out of the picture. Okay. Returning home. Over and out. What the hell is that? Please come home? What are you even supposed to be? It looks like his face is wrapped up. He's got like one of those like neck injury things, you know? I can't even tell what's going on with his eyes. Oh, and that's it. Well, what did it all mean? What is that ending? I don't know. But there's more to discover. You guys want to check it out for yourselves. All the information will be down below. Free download, as I've mentioned. Really intriguing. I do like the idea of how you can kind of like construct your own narrative right there. But, did we get that weird dude because of the choices I made? Whether you believe it or not, she's under the impression she's some sort of like, you know, activated agent or something. I don't know. There you guys have it. All the information will be down below. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will catch you next time. Please, come home.